Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First down, gone.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. There's gone. Looking for right, and he finds him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
He'll let this go for the end zone.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a first down carry by Jones.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
On play action. Now Rodgers.
He'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let him do all the work and then someone catch him at the end and pass him up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Just beating the play clock is gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Detroit. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Finding Williams once more. Complete. Touchdown.
Jamison Williams hauling that one in from Jared Goff. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Jack Fox to kick off to the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They go back to the ground with Jones.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Running right, Jones. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Rodgers.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Rodgers now on first down.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
26 yards.
And the Packers have got it back to within a score.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Goff. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Wright's got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Goff a handoff here to Swift. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up the 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Goff. Complete to Wright. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 36. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A quick throw there out to Williams. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now a 2nd down and 6. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff.
He's got this, complete to Williams.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is Swift on the counter.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Goff now looks to throw. And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Jared Goff connecting with DJ Chark. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Rodgers now to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
30 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rodgers again now.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers.
He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And got his man complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now it's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive? on that play sheet for any of those coordinators. They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Now it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
26. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Rodgers to throw once more. He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Alan Lazard. 14 more yards. That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. 26.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. 5. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On first down, Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Complete to right. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. From the 35 on second down. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Goff looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. The 26-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Detroit. 64 yards.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. Here's Swift. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Goff. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Brock Wright from 3 yards out. And the Lions add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll try and throw for it.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
A big seam, and he might go all the way.
Well, there's an excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. How about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly, and getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the 10.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at third and a few inches. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Goff.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but
and my goodness, another interception. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there, and gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to...
And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
A run with Jones on 1st down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Off the option, it's Jones.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
97 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
Right side to Watson.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Rodgers going to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Goff going to throw it.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And this is taken in at the 5. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. To throw is Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on...
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
Packers.